All right, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you the pattern tool. So I'm going to go ahead and create a sketch, and I'm going to go on the front plane. I've already changed my view, which is why you're seeing it flat here. So the pattern tool is located right here. So I'm going to create a pattern or a shape that I'm going to want to pattern. So I'm going to just go right off this origin here. It makes it really easy. I'm going to make a rectangle. Let's do 4 by 4 here. Okay, so there's my rectangle. And what I can do is I could actually do a pattern within this right now. Let's just choose the circular one for this one. And so with the circular pattern, and what you want to do is highlight what you want to do in a circular pattern. And notice right when I highlight it, it's going to tell you, hey, here's the pattern here. You can change how many times it rotates. You can tell it where to rotate from. Okay, and so see, like, I can even manipulate this so like it does a pattern that's not circular, or it doesn't go quite as far degree wise. So here's the 240. That's as far as it can go, because if it goes any further, it's going to run into the previous shape that I have. So let's say I like that. I'm going to hit the check mark. So there you go. I have rectangles in a circular pattern. You can also do this after you've extruded. One of the things I also kind of want to note here, after I extrude, I'm just going to do 1-inch extrusion. And look at this. Notice it's now created 3 parts for me. So I actually have 3 separate parts here. Excuse me. The other tool, or the other thing you can do here is, let's say I want to sketch on here, and I want to do the linear pattern. So let's just do a rectangle here. And just as a note as well, when you're using this pattern tool, it works better if you actually dimension stuff out ahead of time. I'm just showing you quickly, but if you, like, say I want it a certain distance from here, it's going to make the pattern tool a little bit easier to use. So I can use linear pattern too. And once I click on linear pattern, I'm going to select the shape again. So there's my rectangle. Notice that here we go. I have those rectangles showing up. I can extend them out further. And notice how that dimension is showing up right here on how far that is. I can actually write in there, maybe I want that to be 0.5. See if I can, there we go. Double click it, 0.5. Now notice it's 0.5 from here to here. That's not going to work for my pattern tool, so let's change it to 1.5. Nah, it's not going to work either, because now it's too far. So 1.25. There you go, perfect. Okay, so that's in this direction. Now I could also continue the pattern in the Y direction as well. Notice my arrow is currently pointing up. If I wanted to switch directions, I can click that arrow. Now it's pointing down. Here's that box here, and so if I click and hold and drag this out, now I have that 3 set up. And so I can actually do this maybe 1.25 just to be consistent with everything. I can change that. And now notice, because I'm using a linear pattern, I'm setting these up evenly spaced, and it's actually a really awesome tool. When I'm done with my sketching, I can then take that and extrude it. So I can choose all of them. There you go. And maybe I actually want to remove that. So I'm going to click remove, check mark, and there you go. I got like a window pattern there. So this pattern tool, awesome tool once you get a hang of it. And that's just kind of like the bare minimums of what that tool can do for you.